So things are looking pretty good for the run. We just got the key quest we needed for Dangerous Mines to try and get a little bit extra money towards the end of the run. And so I've kind of shifted into a more MinMax mindset again. So that being said, we're going to do a little bit more like aggressive MinMax strategies, I would say. And in order to start doing that, the first thing I really want to do is get to the bottom of the mines. And so that's the first like major step. We don't really like necessarily need to do it, but it will give us like the extra key gems that we need to finish upgrading our hammer. And so it'll be a lot easier to kill stuff faster. And even though that won't be like a huge thing, it's just kind of been a little bit of a stretch goal. So we'll do that. And we'll spend a ton of time mining in the dangerous mines, basically. We're going to be taking advantage of a radioactive ore farming method. And it's not the most exciting method, so I'll warn you now. I'm not going to show a majority of it because it's literally just resetting floors until a node spawns and doing that essentially over and over again. And it takes forever. And it's good for like a couple 100,000 gold a day, I would say, if you do it right. And I kind of won't do it right, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But for now, yeah, I'm just kind of racing to the bottom, and it's a slow slog. Mostly because the luck today I don't believe was very good. Or maybe it was good, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But ladders just don't seem to be coming very fast. We don't have a ton of saved up ladders from the desert trader. And I guess realistic, oh, there's our prismatic slime. We also have that quest for Monster Musk, which we're going to do anyway, again, just because we said we were going to do it. And, oh, here's something crazy that happened on this floor. And I guess this is a known bug. But occasionally on these floors that have rocks as well as the wood, like the little twigs that spawn or branches or whatever you call them, sometimes you get stuck on these floors and ladders don't spawn. So like right now there's no ladder. And so I thought, okay, well maybe like if I destroy the sticks, then I'll get a ladder. So they kind of disappear in a weird way. And I just got stuck here. So this happens sometimes, and I guess it's just a current bug. And so you have to either staircase your way out or reset. So I just staircased down, even though I should have just gone back up to 40, but yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I've never seen the glitch before, but when I researched it, I guess a lot of other people have, so if it happens to you, whatever, I guess it happens. But yeah, anyway, this is kind of a slow move down that you just saw like for a split second my least favorite enemy, which is that ghost that gives you the debuff I have right now, which makes it so you can't eat. I know I talked about it last episode, but it sucks and I hate it. And it kind of cut my mind's trip short today. It's like you can either drink ginger ale if you have it, or you can wait for it to fall off. And I was getting to a point where my health was pretty low, so I had to wait. And it's also kind of late, so I bailed, but either way, we made it like halfway down the mines, a little bit more, which isn't, I guess, not too bad for, the second day at it. And but hopefully tomorrow we'll get all the way to the bottom and we'll start doing our little grind. We're so close to getting like 10, I think we're close enough that we could probably get 10 million gold by the end of the year if we really just grind pretty aggressively for it and sell pretty much everything we have. And so that's what I really want to do, and that's why it involves so much of this more aggressive farming. The one mistake I do make is on the 25th or 20, I don't know, whatever day the festival is, I went to the festival and I thought the wizard tower was open. But I went to the festival, which I never do And had I not done that, I could have probably secured an additional 200,000 or 300,000 gold. So I'm really hoping that doesn't bite me later on, but I guess we'll see. And I did decide, since we did hit our 10 million earned, I was able to buy the sombrero, so I just got that. I bought the sombrero for myself and my horse. And so me and Wongus match again. I like the sombrero a lot. I think it's just a nice hat. And so yeah, that'll be like what we have the rest of the run. And yeah, that's it. I mean, the rest of this run, or the rest of this episode, it's not too crazy. It's like I said, the deep dive, and I think we might maybe gamble a little bit. Other than that, it's like pretty pretty minor. I like the dangerous mines. Like, they are much more challenging and more interesting. But right now, they don't really offer us a whole lot aside from radioactive ore. So as long as we keep our luck up and we have lucky days, that's what we're going to do to make money. That's the only way we can really make money quick, because we don't have enough time for wine, and I didn't think of preserve jars until just now. So this is really our only way to get quick money. And that's one thing that drives me crazy. If you have Burglar's Ring and a quest, like the prismatic jelly I have in my inventory, 2 of them will drop. You can only turn in 1, and it won't disappear until after you turned in the quest in the next day. So like, I'm stuck with that in my inventory, or a chest. I don't know, it's not that big of a deal, but it's a little bit annoying. And this, the chair I'm sitting in is like it's insanely squeaky now. It used to be a little bit squeaky, but now it's like non-stop. And there's our first radioactive ore. So maybe yesterday was bad luck, and today is better. I feel like the radioactive ore doesn't spawn unless you have like at least pyramid luck. It just seems really uncommon to me. And that's why we use like a relatively abusive mechanic to get it. And I don't know if I do it. I think today I might be another day of just trying to get to the bottom. And I won't make you sit through every floor of it. I'll skip ahead a bit. And yeah, I do like these skull enemies too, because they can drop really weird stuff. Like, they can drop rock candies, they can drop oak resin, like stuff you might need in a pinch. And yeah, so I skipped to 118. And yeah, one also, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but like with the Galaxy Hammer and Artful, well, you can see how fast I can just destroy pretty much every enemy. Like, I don't even technically need an Infinity Gavel at this point, but it does make it that much easier just to pretty much destroy everybody in your path. And yeah, so there's our 50 extra key gems, which will be enough for us to buy either a horse flute or the, what's it called? The Galaxy Soul. And so here's the thing I was explaining. This is the abuse method to get radioactive ore. I'm just going to reset this floor 1, over and over and over again. And the proper way to do it is not on controller, like I'm doing. So you don't have to like move back and forth when you go up and down the ladder like you can see me doing. And by using pause buffering, which is where, like, I don't know if you noticed, but when I walk down the ladder, there's like a brief moment where the screen fades in from black, and you can pause during that, and it won't waste any time, like almost at all, when you go up and down the ladder. So you can go up and down this ladder like, I don't know, like 40 times or more in like a 10-minute tick. So you can really reset floors quick. And then every time you see radioactive ore, go blow it up real quick and run back up. And this is literally all I'll do. Like, hopefully I'll get some floors that have multiple nodes of radioactive ore, but it's not super likely. So that's why it's such a painful process. And so I just will do this ideally I would have done this like from 7 or 6 a.m. until 2 a.m. just because radioactive ore is worth so much. Like once you smelt it into a bar with the blacksmith profession, it's worth 4,500 gold a piece, which is huge. It's like three times the value. Yeah, 3 times the value of iridium. So it's a pretty valuable strategy. Like realistically speaking, I don't know if it's like the 3 times the value of an iridium bar. You can probably average around 200 to 300 radioactive ore a day. So if you can do like a really, really good Skull Caverns run and get 600 to 900 iridium and have the furnaces to back it up, you can make a pretty good amount of money. Or you can make the equivalent amount of money just doing Skull Caverns. So you can kind of pick your poison there. I chose this because it's a little bit different, and I feel like I've done enough Skull Caverns. I've served my Skull Caverns time. And oh, here's why. Okay, so the reason I went to the Winter Star event, or Winter Feast of the Winter Star, whatever, is because since I completed that quest, the mines reset back to normal. And so that was actually my mistake. I should have not finished the quest until basically the end of the week, because now I have to wait a day after I activate the shrine to set the mines permanently to dangerous. So that's why this happened. And so I actually played this game, or this day, over a few times, quite a few times actually. And like literally everything you're watching now, I did all of this probably like 5 times, just trying to get like the rarest winter festival gift. And this was like my last attempt at it before I gave up, because one, it's not necessary. I'm not gonna like do perfection or try and collect every item. And 2, well, I guess there's no other 2. It's just pointless. And the rare item that I was looking for, here's the Shrine of Challenge thing, by the way. That's how you activate dangerous mines. So the item I was looking for is the tea set, which isn't necessarily something I really want. It's just rare. And I think almost every NPC can give it to you. And it's just an uncommon gift. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if I can get a tea set. But I didn't, I guess. Spoiler. Yeah, Mario was my gift recipient or whatever, and Haley gave me a real bummer of a gift. She gave me a Nautilus shell. Almost every time I reset, she gave me a Nautilus shell. And I don't know if like the gifts they give you are weighted as far as like them being more likely to give you some things than other. But I got a lot of Nautilus shells and I don't want them, so kind of a waste. Like this whole day was basically just thrown into a trash can. Especially if you don't like Haley. I feel like a lot of people really hate Haley, which I understand to a certain degree. I like Haley because she's like one of the only characters with a dynamic story, I guess, or at least some growth compared to like, I don't know, Willy, who just fishes, or some of the other people who just are stagnant. Like she's divisive, but at least she changes, And what else I went to the quarry, and if I didn't go today, maybe I'm lying, I will go eventually. Yeah, not today, I just wanted to get my horse. And tomorrow I think we'll just kind of, I don't know, do some more of the same stuff. We'll see what we get into, I suppose. In fact, I don't even know if we're going to play another day. In fact, I don't think we are. We're just going to gamble. Yeah, we're just going to gamble. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the poker strat. I tried to play poker a couple times and I just got annihilated. Like every round I feel like I lost, and it wasn't really worth it. And then I started thinking about doing slots, and if you get lucky enough, or if you have a good enough luck day, you can make technically like an infinite amount of money from the slot machines. Just betting 100 over and over again. Like more often than not, you win at least 200 tokens or whatever, or key coins or whatever. So like, if you're willing to sit here and just do this for hours, like theoretically, eventually you could get millions and millions of gold. But I don't know if I have that in me. Like this takes a long time. Each like iteration is a couple seconds, and you probably have to do it hundreds of thousands of times, you know? So yeah, you're looking at like hours and hours of just hitting, I guess in my case, I'm just hitting X or whatever, or A, or I don't even know, I think it's X. And so I guess it wouldn't be bad. I could do something else, like watch a movie while I hit X, but that's not fun. I guess I could just write a like a program that would do it for me, but at what point, that's just cheating, I guess. I might as well just cheat engine the stuff in, so I didn't do that. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so we gave up on that. It came home. We are going to keep pursuing that 10 million gold goal next episode. And it would be really nice to be able to get that. Like, we've already hit our money goals. So this is kind of the one last big, like, huge stretch goal, essentially. If we can get that, and we can get a golden clock on the farm, I don't know, it would just be nice. So I don't know, I'm hopeful, but I'm not. Like, it might be rough. I don't think we have quite enough wine going now to make it happen, but we'll see. I think radioactive bars farming is a must, so. But yeah, look at that, like 85 grand, so. Sorry, I like yawned and then hiccuped. Anyway, I will see y'all in a couple days. Later.